Hello everyone, this is ACryInShame, probably long drawn everything, bringing you back some more Factorio. I did a bit of fixing around here. First thing I did was I got these all placed down, powered them all up so they're all working correctly, and then I went ahead and crafted all these guys so I can place them down like so. Just missing that last one, still crafting. And I also went and changed this around so that these are combined with, you know, got the splitter combinations. And then I found that this was it wasn't like the throughput wasn't working correctly because of the bend. So by putting two fast splitters and a fast belt, it seemed to work perfectly fine. Now this is just working just fine, just going right through. We just got a new achievement, the Circuit Veteran 1. That's 10. Or sorry, this one here. I think it's the last one we just got. 10,000 circuits. Go us and our 10,000 circuit production. All right, so. That seems to be straight, just flowing straight through, getting in there. I think all of them are active, so this is perfectly fine for throughput. Perfectly fine. As long as I remember to put down in the proper inserters. Alright, so everything looks to be working well on that end. Everything's looking good here too. It's all coming through. And it's not fully compressed because, you know, this is red belt now, so there's a lot more to fully compress a red belt than it was a yellow belt, but it is looking good. So looking good. Steel production, I can go check over in here, is actually pretty decent at this point. If I were to remove these and like maybe keep this last one here, or maybe the last two, I should be fine. But then again, steel does seem to cut off, like, in mass production about right here. So then what I need to do is, I'm going to remove this and add the steel down here. Oop. There. Some iron ore from all that cleanup I've been doing. All that coal I have too. Science Pack 3. You can have that. So I'll have those as storage units for me to use, and then this will all come through. Now, ooh, look at that. Oh my god. So steel is backing up now. Oh, that is fantastic. Do I have any other issues before I go bananas? Alright, let's go check. Are all four of them up? Ah. So close. So what do you need? You need more iron, right? Yeah, you need more iron. So, we're at a point where we're actually doing pretty good now. All we need is more iron ore going through the system, which is something that we are going to work on in the very near future. So, beyond adding this piece here, there we go. Now, the next step that we can do as far as expanding this setup is we could go up further, up here, or we could go down here, and I don't want to really cover up the rocks, the stone here, so I'm not going to come down. The other thing that we could do is expand out to the section up here, which I like the idea of doing that, so I kind of really want to do that. I haven't decided if that is the final plan or not. So to do that properly, we either need to use the coal that's there, or we need to use this setup. Oh, speaking of coal, we have run into another little tiny bit of an issue, and I'm going to show you in just a moment what it is. Power production. We're not making enough power. But we have 40 boilers, or steam engines, but we're only making 16.7. Well, that doesn't sound right. Well, how could that be? We are eating through the coal faster than we are producing coal. That is the problem. And we have one spot here that has emptied out completely. But the problem remains of the fact, and there's another one up here at the top too, that we're not mining enough coal to use the boilers to their full content. Like, look, we have a whole section here that's just not being powered. It just isn't working. And this isn't full at all, so we need to find another coal setup. So let's look around a little bit. We have the one down here, the one up there. Either of those two would be a good selection to help us with power. Our other choice is to start working with solar. Start getting ourselves into solar and setting up just solar. And I like that idea because that's kind of the long route of what we want to do anyway. So let's see. We only need a few megawatts to really get ourselves to where we need to go. So these are, I think I was producing some of these before. 10. Or chest laying anywhere with the stuff that I was producing earlier. Oh well. But get 10 of those. I'm going to need some more iron plates and some batteries. I got plenty of batteries. I'm going to need 21 accumulators for 25. If I remember correctly, that is 25, 21. I believe that's what it is. Plenty of steel and plenty of electronic circuits. I will set an auto setup for. I can just get steel down here. I could put it down here. So if I were to do a branch off here, maybe. No, I need a turn. Ooh, I can do. No, that's not gonna work either. Something crazy. How about that? I like the idea of doing something stupidly crazy. There. Underground. Splitter. There. And we're going to pull off one of these circuit lines. For our circuits that we need, because it's only circuit 1, it's not circuit 2s that required a lot of them. 15, so it's not going to be able to keep up at all. That is for sure. I wonder if I should copy the setup here and like flip it. No idea. Once again, long run of me doing stuff is I'm going to tear this all down anyway and just keep the science aspects of it. So like I would keep this section. So the part that I would tear down is right here really. Or probably just right here, because I only need this section to keep this going. So probably just this section right here is all I would tear down when all is said and done and I'm ready to move on to a new location. So that's something to keep in mind. I mean, even if it's not going to be actual full production, I should be able to set up a section here just for solar panels. So I need steel, electric, and copper. So if I could do that right here, couldn't I? I could just do that. And then do one of these guys here. Aha! Look at that. Brilliant! Kind of. Maybe. We'll see. Get you out of there. Nope. There and there. I just need to get rid of the extra iron, copper, iron, steel, whatever is on the line here. And there. And that'll be that piece there. I would like to have both. So I did have this set up, like I have that there. So yeah, I did think about setting it up that way, but it's fine. If I just do that. And actually, rather than having that here, because I need so many of these things, let's do this. Right in the corner. Big one? Yeah. Big one's right there. So I should just be able to need to do something like that. That's fine. So, that should be enough. If I maybe do that. Solar panel will take 10 seconds. At this production, it's going to take about 15. Not quite, but about. and we need electricity. So we're going to be a little hindrance on our setup, because everything's going to start slowing down because of what we're doing. And we're going to need a lot of room for all this. So that is the next step, is to get some room for our solar. And I think down here is not a bad idea. So let's get plugged in, make our way to the southern aspect of our power grid. Right, we can use this to kind of fill this in. I killed a fish. What will we ever do? I killed a fishy. I have different setups that I can work with. I don't have the final distribution, do I? What would it cost for that distribution? I wonder. What would it cost? Blue. It would cost some blue for the extra distribution. But it's not a bad idea to get. So I would definitely add that to the list of things to get. Because I might need it for this anyway. So close the queue. I'm going to grab what I need to grab. Stone. Right. Oop, I have a third tool belt too from the mod. So that is something as well, the extra tool belt mod, because the backpack mod that gives that, yeah, the inventory backpack mod thing, to increase your inventory, also increases further on with your character slots. Once again, doesn't really add anything to the game, it just, like, it's an extra belt slot, but belt slots are already in the game. So I do like little helpful mods like that, because I always end up filling out my toolbar with stuff, and stuff that I want to, you know, keep and always have. One more. Okay. Start right here in the corner. I'm trying to set up something for our 21 so on setup. So if I do up in the corner, 2, 3, 4, right? Have my accumulators. So I'm going to temporarily connect those two down. This is a setup I've seen in the past, so I'm trying to see if this would work for what I'm trying to do. Seems like it should work. Seem to increases that a little bit. Is it 4? I think it is 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this would be where the next line would be. And there's going to be a substation right here. This would be the solar field. Let me fill in this area here. It should be enough. Not sure the exact amount that's currently sitting here, but I'm pretty sure this works. So this will be a nice simple solar field. Solar panels available to me. Maybe get this going a little bit while we're still doing lecture distribution. So yeah. So it's 6 of them already. So we can go ahead and work with that. Let's see why not. For now it's not going to be anywhere near perfect, but it'll be a start. The squeak through allows me to walk between them, so that's good. If I put another solar panel here, I should be able to walk between them, right? Yeah. Hard to tell where that edge is exactly, but the fact that I can walk between them is still good. So I at least appreciate that much. Yeah, we're not, the accumulators are not enough because that coal situation that we're having is just getting worse and worse. Let me grab some of this and make ourselves run a little faster. I think the production on these guys are still also lowering because it might be coming night. Available performance? No, it seems like this is the full performance that they're going to have at the moment. So I think I just need to power more of them at the moment. Yeah, it's so small. How many can these produce? It's only 60? Is that what it is? Is it really? Just maximum output is 60 kilowatts. Wow. We need a lot of these if we can really start pushing any real power. Like a ridiculous amount. That's crazy. People power their entire, like, systems with this. Need, like, entire mass solar fields, like, ridiculous size solar fields to power everything. But, in the meantime, maybe throwing some coal in the system will quicken things up a little bit. Completely temporary fix, mind you. Temporary fix, mind you. But it is something at least. Some copper. Get some. Maybe if I can get some trains running as well, wouldn't hurt. Get stone. Get some rails. Get some smart train stops. Go steel. The power conversion is just a little off the charts. 6 more solar panels to be placed. At this point, just like every little bit counts, I guess, you know? Whatever I can add to the grid. I'm starting to lower down. But, let's see. If this is usually 60 kilowatts in the day, right? 60 kilowatts. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there's 15 of them. Do quick math here. 15 times 60 is just under a megawatt. Okay, so we can still, if we keep on this track of what we currently have working for us, we can potentially, you know, get ourselves producing more power and fix our problem with power. Not sure how long it's going to take us to get to that point, but we will try. In the meantime, we can set up something for our trains. Got about 100 some odd rails. Can make 100 some odd more. But for coal, we're going to need to have the input to our base somewhere up here. Because right now, the only thing that actually needs coal is this particular smelting area right here. Our plastic and our actual power production. So if I were to do something like have the setup right over here, probably would be a good idea, right? And then what I could also do is use the bit. No, it's all up here. Okay. So I could still connect here. That's not a bad idea to have it connect across. So, do I have stone for landfill? Probably not, because I used it all. Let's see if I can reach down here. How much stone you got? Not too much. Oh, it's auto-producing them because I had it clicked. Ha 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 ha. Oh, that's funny. Alright, so it'll drop off here somewhere. Let's come straight. We're going to have a rail system. No, I want this to be like here. Come now. Do as I command. Thank you. Why is that not connecting correctly? It's weird. There. So, that's going to come out this way. Come across here. I want to keep this relatively straight, so I will minimize this down. Nope, going to need a lot more stone. That's rather annoying. However, it does fit in one block space, so I should be able to make a line across just for the rail. Although it should actually work, surprisingly enough. Attach it to the grid. Yeah, it's gonna hit a megawatt, so that's good. We are producing a significant amount. I believe. Yeah, at least temporarily we are keeping up with our boilers, or our steam engines. I can't reach... Okay, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I need a lot more stone anyway. So, let's do this. I need to come down here, grab more solar panels. Grab the two solar panels that are up here so I can put them properly where they belong. Electric distribution is getting pretty close to being finished, so that's good. Plenty of threes still finished, so come on down here. Still not quite where we'd like to be. Yep, not close enough. There we go. So that's more to the power grid. 1.1 megawatts. Still so much to do. Not quite getting to the point. 21 of them. Granted, I mean, there's 40 of those, there's 21 of those, but it's like you need 20 for 1 megawatt, where you have 40 for 20 megawatts. You know. We're getting kind of teetering there a little bit, so we are kind of getting close. I mean, we are at that point, you know, we're kind of teetering over the edge, so we are, that solar power is helping. Keep working at it, we should be fine. I seem to be keeping up now. That we have, see, I think it was a power draw that we were low on power, so these were slowing down and we weren't producing enough coal, but now that I put coal in there, it looks like it's just fine so long as we don't teeter down too far. So, that's the whole issue. Like when these slow down, creates a back loop, you know? So, I always worry about that. That's why solar power is amazing in its own right, even though for a lot of things I do, I don't necessarily go to solar power. Anyway, we are at that mark again, so we are getting ourselves into the trains. We're getting trains, man, getting trains. And with those trains, we're going to hit up 2 spots. We're going to hit up the iron spot here, and we're going to hit up the coal up here, and we're going to hit, maybe you get to there, maybe loop around this big lake. So who knows? Plenty more to explore. But for now, this is ACryInShame, part of the Long Drain Divide team, wishing you well, and see you later. Hey, if you liked that video, go ahead and check out these other videos showing up on your screen now. Or click on the center button right there to subscribe to us. Otherwise, you can always check out our Patreon page and see if you'd like to help us out by supporting us through Patreon. Otherwise, I guess that's it. So long, guys.